Did you know that the world's oldest known recipe is for beer, dating back to 1800 BC? That's right. The ancient love affair between humans and alcohol goes back thousands of years to the Neolithic period, when it was discovered quite by accident. Picture this. Our ancestors, the Neolithic people, were primarily food gatherers. One day, some fruits or grains were left out in the rain, fermented by the naturally occurring yeast. And voila, the first alcoholic beverage was born. It's quite fascinating to think that the discovery of alcohol was anything but intentional, yet it became a cornerstone of human civilization. Let's travel to ancient Egypt next. The Egyptians were known for their deep reverence for the gods, and alcohol, particularly beer, played a crucial role in their religious rituals. Beer was often used as an offering to the gods, and it was even believed that it could help guide the deceased into the afterlife. Beyond the spiritual, beer was a dietary staple in ancient Egypt, consumed by both adults and children alike. Now, let's sail across the Mediterranean to ancient Greece. Here, wine was the drink of choice, enjoyed by philosophers, poets, and regular folks. It was a symbol of pleasure, excess, and a companion in sorrow. It was so integral to Greek culture that a god, Dionysius, was dedicated to it. But perhaps the most fascinating is the role of beer in the Sumerian civilization. Evidence of their fondness for beer is found on a clay tablet dating back to 1800 BC, bearing the world's oldest known beer recipe. It's a testament to the importance of beer in their culture, from religious rituals to daily meals. So, it seems alcohol has been an integral part of human civilization since the very beginning. From its accidental discovery to its prominence in ancient civilizations, alcohol has been more than just a beverage. It has been a symbol, a ritual, a sustenance, and a testament to our shared human history. As we move into the Middle Ages, alcohol becomes more than just a dietary staple. During this period, the art of distillation was discovered, and it changed the game of alcohol production. Distillation is a process of heating a liquid to create vapor and then cooling that vapor to create a liquid. This process allowed for the creation of spirits with higher alcohol content, something that was not possible with the earlier methods of fermentation. Enter the era of spirits: whiskey, rum, vodka. Each of these spirits has a rich history and unique characteristics, but they all share a common origin in the distillation process. Whiskey, with its smoky flavour and golden hue, was born in the monasteries of Ireland and Scotland. It was initially used for medicinal purposes, but it didn't take long for people to recognise and appreciate its other qualities. Rum, the sweet and spicy spirit, emerged in the Caribbean. It was made from molasses, a byproduct of sugar production. The abundance of sugar in the region made rum an easy and profitable spirit to produce. Vodka, the clear, potent spirit, hailed from Eastern Europe. It was typically made from fermented grains or potatoes. This spirit was praised for its purity and high alcohol content. As we transition into the Renaissance, the role of alcohol evolved further. It became a crucial part of medicinal practices. Physicians would use alcohol to create tinctures and extracts. Alcohol was believed to have healing properties and was used to treat a variety of ailments, from digestive issues to mental disorders. Even the great Paracelsus, a Swiss physician and alchemist, was a strong advocate for the medicinal use of alcohol. He is famously quoted saying, "Whether wine is a nourishment, medicine or poison is a matter of dosage." From a simple beverage to a potent medicine, the role and perception of alcohol underwent a dramatic transformation during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. From a beverage to a medicine, alcohol had transformed significantly by the end of the Renaissance. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes in alcohol production. With the advent of this era, the process of alcohol production truly underwent a transformative shift. The good old ways of crafting spirits in small quantities were soon replaced by large-scale industrial manufacturing. One of the key inventions that fueled this transformation was the continuous still. This ingenious device, also known as the column still, allowed for constant distillation of alcohol, significantly ramping up the production levels. It was no longer about producing a batch here and a batch there. It was about ongoing, ceaseless production. This marked a turning point in the alcohol industry, paving the way for mass production of spirits like never before. But just as the alcohol industry was thriving, a new wave was brewing on the horizon, the wave of Prohibition. in the United States. This was a unique period in the early 20th century when the production, sale and transportation of alcoholic beverages were completely banned across the country. Now you might wonder, what led to such a drastic measure? The roots can be traced back to a growing societal concern over the adverse effects of excessive alcohol consumption. The effects of prohibition, however, were far-reaching and varied. While it did lead to a temporary decline in alcohol-related issues, it also gave rise to a surge in organised crime, illegal speakeasies, and a black market for alcohol. The ban was eventually lifted in 1933, but the impact of this era was indelible. The Prohibition era, although short-lived, left a lasting impact on the alcohol industry. It led to significant regulatory changes, reshaped societal attitudes towards alcohol, and even influenced the types of beverages that became popular post-Prohibition. A tumultuous period in history indeed, but one that shaped the alcohol industry in ways that are still evident today. In the post-Prohibition era, the alcohol industry saw a resurgence like never before. Following the repeal of Prohibition in the United States in the early 20th century, the alcohol industry rapidly expanded. This was the dawn of the age of global brands, as companies began to harness the power of mass production and advertising to reach consumers on an unprecedented scale. Brands such as Budweiser, Heineken, and Johnny Walker became household names, their logos instantly recognizable around the world. But the story of alcohol in the modern era is not just about big brands. As the 20th century progressed, a counter-movement began to emerge. This was the rise of craft breweries and distilleries, small-scale producers who prioritized quality and uniqueness over mass production. These trailblazers brought a new level of creativity and innovation to the industry, experimenting with new flavors and techniques to create products that were as varied and unique as the people who drank them. This trend has continued into the 21st century, with the craft movement going from strength to strength. Today, you're just as likely to find a locally brewed IPA or a small batch gin on the menu as you are a pint of Bud or a shot of Jack. And the innovation doesn't stop there. In recent years, the alcohol industry has begun to embrace more sustainable and organic production methods, from breweries powered by renewable energy to vineyards that shun pesticides in favor of natural farming methods. The industry is becoming more conscious of its impact on the planet. There's also a growing awareness of the need for inclusivity in the industry. More and more companies are making efforts to ensure their products are accessible to a diverse range of consumers, whether that means offering non-alcoholic options or creating drinks that cater to specific dietary needs. Today, the alcohol industry is more diverse and innovative than ever before. From global giants to local craft producers, from sustainable vineyards to inclusive brands, the world of alcohol is a vibrant and ever-changing landscape, a testament to humanity's enduring love affair with the fermented, the distilled, and the brewed. From an accidental discovery to a global industry, the journey of alcohol is truly fascinating. As we wrap up our journey through time, we can't help but marvel at the transformative nature of alcohol and its impact on human civilization. In our earliest days, our foraging ancestors stumbled upon fermented fruit, marking the accidental birth of alcohol. As civilizations began to form, our relationship with alcohol evolved. The ancient Egyptians, for example, integrated beer into their daily lives, using it as a dietary staple, a form of currency, and even an offering to the gods. In the East, the Chinese were fermenting rice, honey, and fruit, creating the world's first known versions of wine. Fast forward to the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, and we find alcohol playing a crucial role in society. Monks in medieval Europe refined the art of brewing, producing beers that were safer to drink than water. During the Renaissance, distillation techniques improved, paving the way for stronger spirits like whiskey and brandy. Then came the Industrial Revolution, a period of rapid change and growth. As factories sprang up, mass production of alcohol became possible. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The Prohibition era in the United States saw a nationwide ban on the sale, production and transportation of alcohol, leading to a surge in illegal activities and an eventual repeal of the law. In modern times, the alcohol industry has continued to grow and innovate, with craft breweries and boutique distilleries popping up all over the world. Today, alcohol is more than just a beverage. It's a cultural symbol, a social lubricant, and a multi-billion-dollar industry. So, there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the history of alcohol. From its humble beginnings as fermented fruit to its current status as a global powerhouse, the story of alcohol is a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. Next time you raise a glass, remember the long and storied history that led to the drink in your hand.